welcome back. Today is day 9 of the 365 Math Olympiad journey, and it starts now. We finished our first hour of our day 9 of 365 Math Olympiad journey. You can see the eye bags right here, but just because you see my eye bags doesn't mean my spirit has gone out. I can do it. Watch me. We just finished our day 9 of the 365 Math Olympiad journey. Today was absolutely detrimental. I don't know if that's the right word, but anyways, it is so... I can't even describe how hard it is. It's not like the logic was... It's not like the same as sets or logic, because usually I understand it. But for proofs, there's like a lot of things behind the scenes. Because back then, for logic, I understood it because you already have logic in your mind. Like, you understand why logic works. But for proofs, simply by just reading it is not enough. You have to like apply it as well. Not like making your... Not like writing it down and making your own solution. Like, maybe that's the solution, but for me, I was just reading it. I was reading it like in a very casual way, because I understood it. Like, that's general idea, because most of the examples there are mostly easy ones, because it's mostly talking about even numbers, odd numbers, usually those two, and it keeps talking about the same two examples, basically just switching some equations up. But when I went to the exercises, it is not like those questions. The exercises are not those examples. When I saw the first question, I just froze. Like, what does that mean? What do you mean 0 is less than x and 1? Wait, no. Like, 0 is more than x and less than 1. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Like, because the topic was about trivial and vacuous proofs, basically just focus on one thing. I do not understand. Which one should I focus? Which one is the right one? I was debating to myself, what should I do next? I did get an answer, but I'm not exactly sure. Like, we're gonna try to find it later. And we can find it right now. We got it right. We absolutely got it right. We got it right. We got it right. I've just checked I just checked the answers. I got it right for the first one. I feel so smart. Oh, hi. Okay. Either way, the title of this video, I am not a math Olympiad. It makes sense because I just froze. Bro, I just froze when I saw the first question. The first question was so difficult. It was so easy for others. For me, I did not know what to do back then. Because, what the hell do you mean? What do you mean with those? What do you mean with those less than signs? I don't understand a single thing. So I was at a dilemma back there, because I did not know which should I progress on. Because there's also there are other things called direct proofs, contrapositive proofs, and proofs by cases. So I do not know which one I should pick. Contrapositive is... I understand like when you pick it, but for direct proofs, I do not know when you should pick it. Most of the time, it just said that it is one of the first, more simplest proofs. I don't understand, like, okay, so if it's the simplest, when should I use it? It did not tell anything about it. For contrapositive, it did explain to me. It basically means that when, like, it's direct proof, but if it's like not possible for direct proof, then you should use contrapositive, because you just switch it. I don't understand it. And then by cases, that's probably one of the most easiest ones, but did not tell me when to use it. So I also don't know when to use it. So I was debating whether how do I approach this using direct proof or case proof by case. And also, if I use direct proof, what do I mean? Like, how do I prove it? There's this thing called proof strategy, which I definitely forgot. But at the same time, I was so pressured. What is the proof strategy here? So, what do I prove? Do I prove that every single decimal inside that, every single every single real number inside that is true? Do I test all of them? That's a direct proof that technically I'm correct. But is that really the way? Then I don't. I was gonna say like assume x is a number. No. Yeah, assume x is a number 1 or 0. And then I was so close to doing that, and good thing I didn't, because I just looked at the other side and I saw, wait a minute, I don't think that equation is real. I don't think that the values of the solutions for that equation is real. So what I did is just answer it, like check if there's any real solutions. Turns out there's none. So that means for every real number x, it cannot be equal to 0, which makes it true. I was so proud of myself. So I was so proud to getting the first answer correct, because that means I'm right. And so when I was answering, I did not know if it's correct at that time, because I was most of the time while I was answering questions, especially when during the time that I was trying to study for the Math Olympiad, I usually half-assed everything, because most of the questions there with the book I was reading back then, it was not like my answers were terrible. Like, it was far from the perfect answer, but at the same time it was near. So technically I was neither wrong or neither was I right. I always had like the middle of it. One example of this is basically one of the most popular problems is basically the two monks, or no, the one monk problem. So basically the monk just goes up to the mountain at 8 a.m. then ends at 12 noon, and then the next day the monk goes down the mountain at 8 a.m. to then goes down at 12 noon. So basically at the same time they just went down. So the question was like to prove that there will be a time between, there will be like a place where the monk would have been there at the same time. So basically, imagine there's a monk here, there's another monk here. Oh, this is the place where they met. That's the thing. Back then, I did not know how. Back then, I was terrible at making solutions. So I was just imagining in my head, and I imagined the monks as lines, literally lines of a graph. So imagine this is the Cartesian plane, right? Then this is the monk going there. Then I imagined a monk starting from here. So basically this is the 0, 0. This is the monk going there. Then imagine another monk. No, not another monk. Another line that starts from the top and goes down. That middle part there, that is where they meet. It was almost the correct answer, but the correct answer was imagining there are two monks, and both of them start from bottom, like visualizing them start from bottom. So what I mean by this story is that I always get like the worst answers, but I was nearly right. So I really didn't have trust in myself in answering any of these questions, because I always knew that I would get the only near answer. I would never get the right, like the perfect answer. That's why I'm so proud a while ago, because I actually got it right. The perfect answer. I got the perfect answer. And I'm so proud because I rarely get the perfect answer. So while reading exercises, I rarely get the right answers. So when I answered the first question, I was proud because like yeah, I got an answer. But I knew it wasn't like the perfect answer. So I still had my hopes down. So I answered the next question, and it's still the same thing. And then the method I talked about last time, basically just skipping to the last question, it was not helpful in this scenario because the questions like they gave me doubt. I had no confidence in answering them because I knew it was gonna be bad. So what happened was I did not trust myself to answering it because I knew it was gonna be bad. So what I did was just answer one by one, basically waste my time because I really wanted to incorporate the weirdest ideas inside my head and try to answer it, give me confidence. That's what I really need right now, and confidence to answer proofs because I'm scared of failing. No, not failing, like giving the nearest answer but never the perfect. Maybe I'm just a perfectionist. Maybe one of the reasons I also don't like I'm a perfectionist because while answering the questions, I have a different style of answering. So let me give you an example. So for the 3.2 question, basically chapter 3, exercise 2. So as you can see here, this one. So I chose the proof by case strategy. So basically, I did not know where to go from here. Maybe I should have made a proof strategy, but either way, I just went for it and then just looked at case 1. And then it looked like, oh, so it's false, so therefore it's true. What I mean by case 1, basically the first statement. And then case 2. Okay, there you go. Case 2. And then I just tried out. No, I did not try it out. Basically, I visualized. And I can see the future, chat. Anyways, I visualized that if one is already false and makes it true, what's the difference when there's 2 now? Because basically the inputs of this is always gonna be positive or more. So it doesn't matter on what I do or anything I put in it, it's always gonna be positive. Is it? Yeah, definitely, because it's natural numbers. So you see what's wrong with me? Because I only visualized it, but I don't know how to prove it. Because I'm used to it, I'm used to like saying like, oh, it makes sense because this, but I don't understand like, okay, so how did I get it though? I don't know. That's basically my answer. I don't know how do I get it. It just comes out of nowhere inside of my head like, oh, it's basically because I don't like it because, and I don't like it for me because it's too straightforward. I need like a detailed explanation or else I won't improve at all. It's basically one of my problems with math nowadays because I always rush to the answer. While watching the videos from the MLM Noah Abji, it was basically elementary math, basically like grade 7, grade 6, grade 5 something, and it's really easy, but I still get mistakes. You wanna know why? Because while I was answering like the review questions, I rushed to the answer. Most of the time, what I mean by rushing the answer, I don't read the question clearly. I have an example here. So you can see 50 is basically a factor of 5 squared and 2. The question was to find the sum of all the factors. So what happened was I found the amount of factors, not the sum. So I haven't read the question right. That's what I missed. So that's one of the things I got it wrong. So that's why I fear of myself, like not. That's why I fear myself answering questions, because I tend to forget that I'm rushing. I don't, while answering questions, I don't know when I'm rushing or when I'm too slow, because most of the time I don't even recognize it. I have no self-awareness on what I'm doing. So I always skip the part that's really needed most. So that's why while answering the proofs, I already know that I'm gonna fail because I'm gonna skip something. That's one of the reasons. That's also one of the reasons why I sometimes make mistakes in math class. Literally in my grade, where I'm usually excelling at, because I don't read it correctly and I rush to the answer, and I tend to forget the small details. I even remember grade 10. It was about like combination or something. I forgot. Basically, there's amount of combinations of something and something, and then I forgot that there's like two pairs that can be just smushed together, and because I was rushing, I got the wrong answer. I did not get a perfect score because of that same mistake. So most of the time when doing math exams, I only get like 2 mistakes, 1 mistake, because of that one simple mistake I made. I even remember finite math in my grade today. I just missed +1. +1 is the mistake I made, and then everything fell down because the question was giving us bonus points. So basically, I did not study for the math class, by the way, but I did not expect it to be full of definitions. So I was sure that I was gonna make like 5 mistakes total, like maximum. So the bonus question was 5 items, like 5 points. So I really need to make this question right because I needed to get that perfect score. Not needed, like I wanted to get a perfect score. So when I did that, when I missed a +1, no, I accidentally added a +1. It took me like 15 minutes to finally recognize what's wrong. And that's why I really hate myself, because I tend to forget the important things. And that's why I have no confidence in doing proofs, because I know that I am gonna forget something. Even look at this. This is the hardest question of them. It's basically like a bunch of XYZ, but I saw like the things I can do to it. Like I know the proof strategy. Like I should probably go I should probably go proof by case. But then realized, damn, that's too much work. So I basically wrote down too much work. Also, I know this is gonna be late. This late message. It's literally 19 minutes for the video right now. Anyways, we actually did 2 hours of math. Literally 2 hours. Yesterday, we fell down because we were too weak. But now we got 2 hours. We actually did it! So, the first hour was basically just me watching MLem. Basically, middle school math. AKA grade 5 math. And I still fail. Then second is basically me reading the direct proofs or mathematical proofs. That's the title of the book. And I'm really proud that we did it. So that's gonna be our greatest achievement today. So the major downside of today is just that I'm not capable enough of doing mathematical proofs. I can understand them, sure, but I don't know how to solve them. I guess it's something that we learn by due time. And that concludes our day 9 of the 365 Math Olympiad journey. Thank you for watching.